Want to know what a real man would tell their lady about love and life? You're in the right place. This is Hello Ladies with Rom Wills. Rom Wills is an author, speaker, and proud father. Grab some wine, sit back, and enjoy.
Hello, ladies. Welcome to my spot. Don't justify a bad relationship. Ladies, I'm going to tell you something. I've seen this with a lot of women. Stop me if you've heard this before. A woman get with some guy, it could be for whatever reason, but, he can seem like Mr. Perfect. He looked it good, physically, he's cool, y'all can talk. And you get with him at first, but then you start seeing some bad stuff. He stopped showing up for some things or don't want to spend certain holidays with you. He cancels dates at the last minute. And then on top of all that, he's low-key abusive. He's emotionally abusive. He might not put his hand on you, but he's low-key abusive. Oh, and that's just one. You might have some situations where he's actually is abusive and putting you down. Whatever the case. Or he's giving like blatant signs that even though he said you his one and only, he cheating. But you staying with him through all of this because you justifying it. No matter what he do, he justifying it. Oh yeah, he was supposed to go on a date with you, but he said he had a flat tire. Oh, I can't make it. Well, if I could just get the tire fixed. But the woman justified, Shoot, one of your best friends see him out with another woman, holding hands. Shoot, took pictures, show you the pictures. You still justify it, because I'm going to tell you what I found. A lot of women, they will justify it because they're afraid of the alternative, being alone. Because let's just be real. Most of y'all want relationships. Most men want relationships, but I'm on a woman's channel now. Most of y'all want relationships. Even if the guy has a ton of red flags. Not even red flags. He got whole banners out. Red banners. And lights too. Red lights. Everything. But the woman will stick with him. And it's usually cases where the woman has trouble getting another man. Because let's be real. Now, I don't get into that whole wall thing, but let's just be real, especially because you get a lot of women who get caught up in these situations, and it's not the young girls. Because let's be real, a young girl, a young girl who is at least above average in attraction, she roll out at the first sign or something. But it's harder for an older woman. She might have children. She might have put on some weight. She ain't as attractive as she once was. She's gone years without a date, like a date or even a man asking her out. Or she might be having some financial trouble. Let me talk about that financial thing for a second. Let me go on a tangent real quick. Some of the biggest players are men with money. They are men with money. And because they also have a control issue, will purposely go for a woman who has some financial issues. They'll purposely do it. Or they'll find, or it could be that, the financial issues, or you get some men on some doggish shit. They'll go for a woman who might have some self-esteem issues. She's going through some serious stuff. And, the woman, she knows it's hard for her to get another man, so she'll justify being with this man. She'll justify it. Everything he do, because they know the alternative is they don't like it. See, one of the things, if a woman has real options, it's the first sign. It's not even a red flag. It could be a red handkerchief. And she rolling out. And that's cool. That's cool. Nobody, man or woman, should stay in a relationship where there's problems. Or at least at the very least, they see something, they need to address it. But, a woman who's in one of those jacked up bad situations where she's justified, she know if it goes wrong, she don't have the same options. And that's really what it comes down to. You'll stay in a certain situation. Now, when I was younger, I used to think it was just sex. Honestly, I said, oh, damn, he must be hitting, he tearing it up. And indeed, many women will stay with a bad dude because he hitting it right. But let's be real. A lot of times the dude ain't hitting it right, but he's providing in a relationship. He's providing a relationship. You know, she don't have to be alone. She don't have to be lonely. And that's very important. That is very important. But ladies, understand something. There's an abundance of good men out here. Remember, one of the things I said with this channel is to let you know how to get with a good man. There's plenty of good men. There are men who will treat you a certain way. But I'm going to tell you what, a lot of women, in order to even get to that point, you got to deal with your own issues. And I've said it 1,000 times, therapy. Therapy. There's been some talk about black men getting therapy. Hey, I agree. Oh, the women need to be getting it even more. Seriously, deal with it. Deal with the issues. Why are you alone? You know? Are you alone because you have trouble flirting? Listen to the message I had in my previous video. You're not attracting like decent type of men? Okay, what is it about you that's attracting these bad guys? Seriously. Because if you constantly attracting bad men, it's something within you. You're the only thing they have in common. You can tell that, you can talk about that man being so terrible and everything, but what was it about you that even got with him to begin with? Because deep down, y'all know. Deep down, y'all know. Y'all be checking out men too much. So what was it about you? See, you got to understand that. See, you got to take some accountability and responsibility. You're getting dogs, you're in a bad situation. Okay, yeah, and that person is a dog. I ain't even saying is a dog. He is terrible. Shoot, some of your friends probably tried to tell you. Why'd you stay? What was it about you that first fell for him and then stayed in the situation? That's the important thing, you know? But the worst thing is to justify. Don't justify it. If you got to, let's put it like this, ladies. If you have to justify being with someone, you don't need to be with them. If you have to justify it, you know? Because if you have to justify it, that means you're not feeling the way you should feel. See, here's one thing, ladies. A good relationship, you're going to have nothing but growth. And when I say good relationship, I don't mean spectacular sex. Yeah, that's part of it. You know, it would be great, yeah. Or just going out having fun. But dealing with some of the other stuff going on in a relationship. You know, is that man there for you during bad times? Is that man really working hard to help support you in your dreams? Do you want to support him in his dreams? What's he doing on all these things? See, you got to do that. See, once you start justifying, there's a problem. You know, it should be, the only thing you should be saying about that guy is this is a great thing and I'm doing nothing but growing and transforming, rising and transforming. But if that's not happening, well, what's up with you? All right? I want y'all to think about that, ladies. Don't do it. Seriously. Don't do it. Don't be like, you know, don't say, well, there's a shortage of men, I'm having trouble. No, get yourself to the point you got men lined up. Develop yourself, you know. Learn how to flirt. Work on that body. Work on that attitude. But don't justify a bad situation. Don't justify a bad relationship. So anyway, ladies, I want y'all to seriously think about what I just said, and I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.